Hello, I am talking about project design. I am talking about project design, project objectives, project scope, stakeholder analysis, project activities, resource planning, risk assessment, monitoring and evaluation, deliverable and milestones, communication and collaboration, sustainability and impact. These are all the project design. See, I am talking about project design, project objectives, project scope, stakeholder analysis, project activities, resource planning, risk assessment, monitoring and evaluation, deliverable and milestones, communication, collaboration, and sustainability and impact. I'm talking about project objectives clearly define the specific goals and outcomes of the project aim to achieve. Objectives should be specific, measurable, attainable, and relevant and time bound. Determine the boundaries. See, project scope determine the boundaries and extent of project. This includes identifying what includes excludes the project. See, as well as in constraints of limitations. These are all the project scope. Next, I am talking about stakeholder analysis. What is calling about stakeholder analysis? Identify and analyze the stakeholder who will be affected by or have a interact in the project. Understand their needs, expectations, potential influence on the project. See, understand their needs. That is, I am talking about stakeholder analysis. See, understanding their needs, understanding their needs. CHG, their needs, understanding their needs. Next, expectations, expectations, potential influence, potential influence. These are all things, stakeholder analysis. Project activities. I am talking about project activities. Break down the project objectives into set of manageable and actionable activities. Define the sequence, dependencies, and duration of each activity to create the project schedule. First one, define the sequence. Define the sequence. Define the sequence. Second one, defensible dependency dependencies, comma, duration of each activity, duration of each activities, duration of each activity, activities create the project schedule. These are all the project activities. See, next I am talking about resource planning. See, identify the resource required to complete their project, including the man resource. See, that is very, very important in resource planning. Resource means either in human resource, either in material resource, either in money resource. Resource means that is one of the main initially in the main initialization to get a benefit for different categories. That is the resource planning. I see first one human resource. Human resource. Human resource means the you get it good resource in uh, especially from the manpower, and I am talking about next in materials, and next I am talking about equipment. Next I am talking about equipment. Next I am talking about budget and budget. Budget. I am talking about budget. I am talking about budget. Allocate the resource based on the project needs. Allocate the allocate the resource. Allocate the resources. Allocate the resources. Allocate the resources based on the project. Based on the project. Based on the project needs and constraints. 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 Risk assessment. Identify the potential risk and uncertainties that may impact the project. Monitoring and evaluation. See, determine the project progress. Performance will be monitored and evaluated. Define the key performance indications, establish the mechanism, tracking and measuring progress. Communication and collaboration, establish the effective communication channel and protocols within the project team with the stakeholder. Define how information will be shared, documented, and completed. See, I am talking about risk management. See, in risk management, see what is calling about identify the potential risk. Okay, identify the potential risk and uncertainties may impact the project. See, access. See, that is very one of the important in your risk management, like potentially impact the project success. Develop strategies to mitigate or manage those risk. This is the risk management. Next, I will be talking about communication and collaboration. See, um, deliverables and milestones. Afterwards, I'll be talking about collaboration and communication. Establish the effective communication channel and protocols within the project team with stakeholder. Define how information will be shared, documented, and disseminated. See, this is the communication and collaboration. Okay, next I am talking about sustainability and impact. See, consider the long time term sustainability and impact of the project. Access the social, economic, and environmental implication of the project and incorporated strategies to maximize the positive outcomes. That is calling about maximize the positive outcomes. See, work breakdown structure. What is calling about work breakdown structure? See here, work breakdown structure, WBS, project phases and major deliverables. Project phases are major deliverable level 1, level 2, level 3. And level 1, see, I am talking about level 1, create the top level of work breakdown structure. Create the top level. The first one, create the top level of the work breakdown structure, WBS. Next, break down each level 1. Second one I am talking about breakdown 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 each level 1. Third one, subsequence levels. Subsequence level. See, there are 3 levels is there. First one is create the top level in WS work breakdown structure. Break down each level 1, subsequence level. Next, I am talking about work package. See, what is calling about in work package? Define the work package, which is the individual tasks and activities that can be assigned to specific team members of the group. You have individually. I am talking about the individual task, the individual individual task and this is one of the important in work breakdown method, manageable units of work. This is the work package. Dependencies. See, identify the dependencies between the task and work package within the work breakdown. The milestone. See, the name only indicated milestone. Milestone means to reach the lower level to the upper level. That is calling about the milestones. Include the key milestones within the work breakdown structure. Milestones are significant points in the project timeline that mark the completion of the major deliverable or indicate the significant of progress point. Next, I am talking about assign the responsibility. See, assign the responsibility to each work package or task. Clearly define who will be responsible for completing each element of work breakdown structure. Estimation and duration. Estimate the effect, resources, and duration is required for each work package or task. This helps to scheduling, resource allocation, and budgeting. These 3 things is very important. What are the things? Scheduling, resource allocation, and budgeting. WBS dictionary. What is the talking about work breakdown structure dictionary? Create a work breakdown dictionary which provides detailed information and description for each element of work breakdown structure. It includes the specific requirement, dependencies, resources, and other relevant details.